and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback on Lake Erie, Mitchell Trubisky.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On On second down, here's Trubisky. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short. Able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Oh, the Panthers come hard and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And they are going to get the football here with possession 13 yards away from the end zone. And somebody better wake up pretty quick here. You give up the touchdown on the first drive of the game, then you get the ball and have a punt blocked.
I love how you phrased it. There better be a wake-up call in a hurry. Already down, gave up the punt block. That could make it a bigger hole to try and climb out of.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Letting one go deep for the end zone. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
A good pickup there, 22. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
you see it?
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And now it's second down. And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
And my eyes immediately go to Mike Evans. 4 straight 1,000-yard seasons to begin his career. His numbers may have dropped a little bit in 2017, but he commands respect from every defense with his height and his ability to run downfield and make a big catch.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a first down carry by Jones. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Let's go.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Come on.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucks have made this a 1-score game. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved. And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen. Following the penalty, Anderson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. On second down, Anderson. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we? And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On second down, Trubisky. Evans has it left side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They go play action here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Trubisky. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Right side caught by Jackson. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
On the move to his left. It's caught. Jones. And down. Gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it with Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Damian Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Newton now to throw. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Newton on third down. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first down, it's Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on second down is Newton. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Newton now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. From the gun, here's Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, here's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To the air again, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Trubisky on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And this will complete right side to Funchess. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Gano out to kick this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a catch right side by Evans. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. K1 Short in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Oh, man, out of the backfield, gets in for the score. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Barner. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Barner. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. This is taken at the 15. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this one is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gano for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will shave one more off this lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On first down, Trubisky. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
There you go, we got, you see it, you see it?
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones.
Holding offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Newton now to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does where a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to throw, Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Newton now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Again, Newton. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go.
Newton throwing again. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Newton, and that's caught by Smith. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the red zone now, Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
That's it, baby.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He's going to run the option right. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To the air again, Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for him right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
A give to Jones. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First target, first catch, and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. The give is to Jones. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Hey, set up! 180!
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's got Evans. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now it's Trubisky, and he's got his tight end Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Barner. Gets around him. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. They'll look to throw. Funches with a catch over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Back to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now it's Newton. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Newton. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another home